Your audience judges you from the moment that you stand up and speak. It's inevitable. You may appear to look neat, clean, organized. However, the moment you speak, your voice may change that impression. If your voice is really squeaky, it's probably going to be annoying. If it's very harsh, it's going to feel like you're mad and why are you even talking right now? Fellow Toastmaster members and guests, I'm here to help you understand vocal variety. We spend so much time with the body language, right? Yet your voice is a tool. I'm here to help you understand what that tool is. Let's begin. If you want to inspire, if you want to persuade, I encourage you to listen to your voice. Number one, be pleasant, conveying a sense of warmth when you speak. Number two, be natural, reflecting your true personality. Number three, be dynamic, giving the impression of force and strength without actually having to yell those words out. Be expressive, portraying various shades, meanings, and never sounding monotonous. Monotonous to me reminds me of the Charlie Brown teacher, right? Number five, you're easily heard thanks to proper volume and clear articulation. I have to confess, when I first started coming to this meeting here at this location, the noise level made me slightly crazy. All of my Toastmaster training has always been in an office environment where I would walk in and it would be tables and chairs, very professional. This threw me for a loop. But the beauty of it is that this is what real life is like. That you'll go to a meeting and all of a sudden there's some noise outside, there's some construction going on. You have to listen to what's going on to make sure that you can articulate, you can project, and so forth. Before I continue, I can't help but talk about the breath. As a longtime yoga teacher, I spend a lot of time educating people how to breathe. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? Yet a lot of us breathe through our chests. And I would encourage you today to think about the three-part breath. That as you inhale, the chest will rise, followed by the ribs, and then the belly. On the exhale, the belly will drop, followed by the ribs, and then the chest. Your homework assignment, the next time you're doing something, pause. Notice the natural breath in your body. When you're nervous and you come here to speak, your voice is going to give it away. Gonna give it away. Write that down, please. It's one of those things where it's going to appear. And I remember the first time I spoke, and I quivered, and I was nervous, and one of the response cards said, "You're amongst friends, don't be nervous." That's my tip for you on a side note. Let's get back to reality with our vocal variety. What kind of voice do you have? Let's talk about that. Are you a whisperer? Or are you really loud? It's great to have intensity in your speech, yet use it for that purpose only. Let's talk about being monotonous, right? Our fabulous word today with mellifluous. Having a variety, a up and down effect with your voice. It's possible. You can train yourself. Trust me. I have a very loud, squeaky voice, and at yoga practice, they think I'm very soft-spoken, quiet, shy girl. They're in for a surprise. When you speak about something, does your voice convey life? Bless you. Color or a melody, right? Think about journalists. Think about when you listen to the radio. They have a rhythm to how they talk. Hello, this is Walter Cronkite. Hello, I'm here to deliver the news, right? It has a bit of a dance to it. Go with the flow. Discover your pace. Is your voice a rain cloud or a rainbow? I loved this in my educational manual that I reviewed for this. Your voice conveys your feelings. And these feelings can be positive when you address an audience. Your thoughts are a form of energy that you transmit to others. Through the quality of your voice, you actually establish the tone of your relationship with an audience member. In fact, a few weeks ago, Elaine talked about feeling like a control freak. And I don't know Elaine, but I already feel like I bonded with her because I too am a control freak. Her story resonated with me, and just the simple words and the language that she used to describe herself. I don't remember the story all that well, but I remembered how she felt, and that's what resonated with me. You can create a bond with friendships and acceptance by just the way you speak. Think about the many roles that you play in your world, right? You're a parent, you're an employee. How do you use your voice, right? It's different, it changes. Keep that in mind. Listen to how your voice sounds in those various roles. Do you have mumbleitis? It's just like talking with the book in front of your face. Please put the book down. Try to articulate the words. If the word doesn't feel comfortable for you, don't use it. Don't put that much pressure on yourself to use vocabulary that doesn't feel good for you. Let's talk about the rate at which you speak. We talk about folks that are from Massachusetts, right? We really talk fast, right? Go on, get some shout out. Recognize that for somebody that lives in Texas, to hear somebody speak that quickly is very overwhelming. Slow down the pace, acknowledge what you're saying, how you're saying it. If you're up here giving a lot of information to us, slow it down. The one thing about the rate, though, is it is part of your personality. Therefore, it's not as easy to change. Yet be aware of it and recognize where you can articulate and modify that. In terms of the pace of those words, we're at 120 to 160 words per minute. Time yourself, right? You can use your cell phone to try. Notice that it helps to reflect changes in your emotions. That if I start to talk really fast, I'm creating a heightened, nervous, anticipated excitement. Whereas if I talk really slow, I'm creating a bit of a mystery, of a lingering, of a wondering what's next. As I mentioned, we speak in musical tones. Journalists have a melody if you pay attention. They vary the pitch, the volume, and the timing. I'm not telling you to run out and get some voice lessons, do anything crazy like that. Yet, try the voice recorder. Or find someone that you actually like their voice. Learn from them. Listen, right? So let's recap. We talked about the loudness, right? The volume, the pitch, the quality of your voice. How you're articulating the information. We also talked about the timing, bless you, and the rate, and the vocal variety. It's all really good stuff. Yet at the end of the day, if you can just pause, take in a few deep breaths, begin to articulate what it is that you're wanting to share with others, you too can provide vocal variety with everyone that you meet. Mr. Toastmaster?